Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Oweleke TV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Once again, thank you for joining us today together with Barrister Austin Manta. We shall be talking about several topics. We have a very long list of topics to talk about today. I hope network will cooperate with us. Barrister, thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you for having me too.
And for those of you who probably this is your first time of joining us, Barrister Manta is a very, very senior legal practitioner, very, very senior. I consider him an icon in legal practice. And apart from that, he does what he does probably at his leisure is what he's doing right now. He's a very, very strong and very solid public affairs analyst. And that is it. Let's go. Let's hit it. Now, I've actually prepared things to talk about or whatever I want to start with, but suddenly, about an hour ago, I read on the news that there was a coup plot that some military officers have, I think about 16 of them have been arrested. And from a reliable source, it means that it's not just a rumor. Initially it was a rumor, but from a reliable news organization, the whole thing has blown up. They say somebody in the defense headquarters, a kind of through backdoor channel opened up on what is really going on. Barrister, are you aware of the coup plot? And do you have any insight on that? Because I felt saddened anyway. I wasn't happy. If truly it was a coup and it failed, or they caught them, honestly, I wasn't happy at all. When I saw coup, I was excited, and when I read the news, and I was not happy. Okay, let me read the news. Say at least 16 senior military officers have been detained by the armed forces of Nigeria for allegedly planning a coup d'etat to overthrow President Bola Tinubu. Top sources have told Sahara reporters. A coup d'etat is an overt attempt by a military organization or other government elites to unseat an incumbent person or leadership. While the Nigerian military in a statement few days ago claimed the detention of the officers was linked to repeated failure in promotion examinations and perceived career stagnation. Top sources revealed that they were actually arrested over a coup plot. The armed forces of Nigeria wishes to inform the public, quote, yes. The armed forces of Nigeria wishes to inform the public that a routine military exercise has resulted in the arrest of 16 officers over issues of indiscipline and breach of service regulations. The Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, had said in an ambiguous statement, quote, investigations have revealed that their grievances stemmed largely from perceived career stagnation caused by repeated failure in promotion examinations, among other issues. Anyway, it reads on and on and on. Barrister, I don't get it. What is this statement to quell the rumor doesn't hold water. It doesn't make sense. Why will you incarcerate or arrest and incarcerate military officers just because they didn't perform well in their exams, promotion exams? Does it make sense to you? Or probably they are not performing well generally, hence maybe stagnation. Does that make sense to you?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's not yet official news in Nigeria because we hear of rumors, but I've been scoring both online and official papers to see news about that. And I'm yet to see confirmation and to be positive that such an incident took place.
Were you aware that officers were arrested? And
that's what I'm trying to say. Rumors are there that officers have been arrested, but I'm trying to
the military statement have confirmed the arrest.
That is what I'm saying. That military statement, I'm yet to see it in official, whether even online or official newspapers or official publication of the federal government. I'm trying to sort that out, but I'm yet to see something, a definitive statement from the federal government on
Anyway,
that.
I don't know what you mean by that, because this is a definitive statement. It may not be on their platform, but this is a news organization. You and I know that Sahara Reporter don't just report anything. They report. I've been following Sahara Reporter for more than 15 years. There was never
Yes,
news.
like I'm saying, apart from Sahara reporters, where I have not heard any other
Yeah, but you under
person
you
even
you
take
but
up.
yeah, but you and I know how Sahara Reporters operate. That
Of course,
they are like investigative journalists. They
what I
actually.
was expecting, what I was expecting is other outlets, news outlets, to follow on what Sahara reporters have reported, and then social media to take it up as well.
Yeah,
But
but
it's like a code of silence.
yeah, no,
Apart
yeah,
from
but
that, you will not see any.
you should understand that the Nigerian media is like a cabal. So if they don't choose to carry any news, everything goes silent. But
Exactly.
Sahara Reporters is completely different. The way now, if just put Showore aside, because if you want to push Showore, if you have that Showore in mind, you won't actually be you won't
No,
actually
no, no, no. I'm not looking at
yes,
Shower
but
as a Shower.
honestly, I
It's
have
an
followed Sahara
organization.
Reporters for about 15 years now, consistently. I have noticed that their news stories have been investigative, and they always dig out things that news that other organizations find difficult to dig out. They go into, in fact, people have even questions, what kind of connection, how is this man, how is that Sahara Reporter very, very, even more connected than most of this news? Because they get news, they carry stories or news that are very, very, a kind of secret. They bring out the secret to the open faster than any other.
I agree with you in total, but the statement, like you pointed out, it doesn't add up. When officers do not pass exam,
Correct.
they are not detained. If you don't pass for like the third time, what they do is they retire you.
That's it.
It has been going on for a long time. There's no issue of detention there at all.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
it.
are unable to pass your promotion exam for two successive times, the third time you are normally retired from the armed forces.
Yeah.
That is standing practice in the armed forces. There's no issue of they are detained because of that. It doesn't add up at all.
Yeah,
It
that is
only
it.
it only gives credence to the fact that it could be related to security breaches,
Yeah,
which could be related to a coup attempt
cool.
or
Yeah,
something of that nature.
I think it was a coup attempt. A sort of. I think it has not. I think it has not. My own thought, anyway. It hadn't gotten to the level of materialization or whatever. Probably it was at the level of discussing or making contacts or whatever. I think so. That is the way I see it. That's why it's not blown that, or it's not blown up in a way that it will be a breaking news or whatever. So but I'm
You know the government with the panic and the way they are. If the thing has not broken out into an active coup,
yes,
they will never present it as a coup.
yeah,
If
yeah,
it even if it breaks out, if it is something that can be controlled and kept from the public, they will
yeah.
shade the public from it. They will
That
say it's not a coup.
yeah, that is it.
And if
Anyway,
it are just its formative stages, believe me,
but
the government will never promote it as a coup.
do you I know you and I have talked about coup, that it will be very difficult in Nigeria to plot coup, because that the government, the politicians have really decapitated the military spirit, the military spirit of revolt, a sort of, by decentralizing so many things and just doing some things that or whatever. But in my own opinion, honestly, I think I still believe that military coup can be successful in Nigeria if well articulated, if well planned out, a sort of, because all you need to do is
Every military coup will succeed if it is every military coup will succeed if it is well planned.
Yeah, but
But we have a situation
you
in
ruled
Nigeria
that out.
today.
You categorically said it is
No,
extremely
we have.
difficult. It will be
I was going
extremely
forward
difficult.
to say that we have it's going to be very, very, very difficult for a coup to succeed because the situation is such that even the people planning the coup, they have to think about the consequences, the geopolitical consequences of the coup. Because let's face it, Nigeria has been so tribalized and ethnicized that whatever you want to do, it will be presented as us versus them, one ethnic group versus the other. If, for instance, today there is a coup and you find the leader to be a Yoruba person, to be a Hausa person, or an Igbo man, it will be looked at from an ethnic perspective. Like these people want to dominate, take over, and dominate us. Even within the military, you will find that a lot of officers will look at it from that perspective and deny you the support, even if it's for nationalistic purposes. That is how far the armed forces have been penetrated, and the esprit de corps and the nationalism in them reduced to such an abysmal level. That is the level at which I always say it is going to be very difficult for a coup to succeed in Nigeria today. It's not impossible, though, but it's going to be very, very difficult for these reasons. And also the reasons that, look, this insurgency and this insecurity has made it possible for a lot of money to be sent to the army and security forces. And they are enjoying like they have never enjoyed before.
Yeah, but that is
The
why
senior officers
that is
are doing
even
well,
yeah, but
they
that
are
is the
having a good time.
yeah, but that is the more reason why I believe that that is what even makes it a little bit easier for military coup to take place, because you and I know that military coups, especially where if you want military coup to succeed, you can't it's not from the top echelon. It's from probably major down or whatever. Not even brigadier, because this one that was plotted, I think a brigadier was involved there too. So, but at least I don't believe from major down. Those are the people that can do that. Now, the people that can do that are people that can actually take, to plot a military coup. It's difficult, and at the same time, it's not difficult. All you need to do is to make your right contact, do infiltrate all the military top echelons, the command and control center, whatever. Infiltrate them, have contacts there, and people that can actually take hold of things the moment they say let's go or whatever. Because honestly, yeah,
At the same time,
it
it
is
goes with at the same time it goes with a lot of risk
yes, of
because
course,
you need personnel to back you up.
yes.
Any one of which, for
Is there
any
yeah,
set of reason,
is there any
can
good
reveal the secrets.
is there any success that does not come with risk? There is no success that doesn't come with risk. Everything life generally is about risk.
That's true. That's true.
If you crave or desire success, you work for it, you take the risk, and that is just it. If you
My
succeed, you succeed. If you fail, you fail. But at
my
least
take is
you
that
have that fulfillment, that sense of fulfillment that at least I tried doing something. So that
my
is it.
take my take is that in the coming days, I think we'll hear more on that issue. Because for now, the public space is quiet.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's deliberate. The government has silenced
I'm
it or
telling
not.
you, it's
But
deliberate. The
going forward,
government
I'm
pays the
sure in
media
the next
now.
2 days, exactly, there will be more news and more
Yeah,
explanation on this.
you know that the government pays the media. They are the one controlling the media. Especially Nigerian media, they are so lazy and so corrupt, and that's just it. That's exactly what is happening. Honestly, I wish Nigerian. Honestly, I really, really pray. I pray for coup d'etat in Nigeria, because we just can't continue this way. But my prayer is not to get a coup, not for military leaders that will toe the line of the past military leaders. We need a new concept of military leadership, new ideas, um, what do you call it? Revolutionary ideas and dispositions from the military coup leaders. That's just it's not like the Babangidas and the Abachas and co or whatever. So I just pray. Honestly, I keep praying every day that coup d'etat takes place in Nigeria. We can't wait for that. Honestly, it will be a really a big celebration for us.